Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mr. Roll here for week number 8, day number 1. Now, as promised, every day this week we're going to be talking about a new change that's coming to the school for next year to help you guys get prepared and get excited for everything that we have in store for you. So, today we are talking about the new layout of classrooms in the Carver building. So the classrooms that we had last year, some of them are changing. In fact, out of our 7 classrooms, 4 of them will be different this next year. And so today we are focusing on the changes in the Carver building. First, before we discuss the changes in the Carver building, let's go ahead and do a quick reminder of where the 2 buildings' names come from and the scientists that inspired those names. It is easy to see why at first glance people often assume Da Vinci Tree Academy is smaller than it really is. In fact, the school is made up of 2 sizable buildings, the Carver Building off 22nd and the Curie Building off of Sherwood Village Drive. Students every morning are dropped off at the Carver Building, which is named for scientist George Washington Carver. Born a slave, Carver tore down walls of racial oppression to show that people of any color could become competent scientists. His work in food science continues to benefit us to this day. The second building, where students are picked up every day, is named for Madame Curie, the French scientist whose pioneering work in physics and chemistry won her multiple Nobel Prizes. She tore down walls of gender oppression to show that women could be amazing scientists, and her family still holds the record for numbers of Nobel Prizes. That was pretty cool. So, now that you remember where the building's names come from, let's go ahead and walk out this door, and I'm going to take you around the Carver building so we can discuss which rooms are changing for next year. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. So we're going to take everybody on a little tour of the way the school is laid out in the Carver building. Up front here, you see we have our little trophies for this year's science fair wins, which we're very proud of. Going down the hall here, as we approach rooms A and B, we hit our first changes. So, as you all know, room A this last year was Mr. Roll's room. This next year, the room A is going to belong to the 4th and 5th grade. Additionally, we had room B over here, and room B was Miss Kimmy's room. Next year, room B is going to be our 2nd grade room. Room C, which we can walk into. Oh, by the way, rooms A and B, because they're being changed so much, they're currently under remodeling, so we're not going to be going into those rooms because there's a lot that's still up in the air here. As we walk into room C, Miss Lee's room, Miss Lee will be teaching in this room again next year, but this room is going to be set aside for our 3rd grade. So if you're in 2nd grade this year, get ready. You're going to be in 3rd grade in here next year. Very exciting. Okay, so as we head down the hall and we're passing the kitchen, we see our kindergarten room in room D and our 1st grade room in room E. Now rooms D and E will still be kindergarten and 1st grade, but the big changes that you can see here are that we're spreading the desks out. So next year, all of our desks are not going to be next to each other or in pods. All of the desks are going to be spaced out. So all of our students have a good amount of space to move around and a good amount of space to themselves. So those are some of the big changes that we have coming for you next year for those of you in the Carver building. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our video announcements today, talking about what is new coming up for next year. It's time for us to say our Pledge of Allegiance. So, if you would please stand wherever you are, whether it's in your living room, your bedroom, whether at your grandparents' house, let's take a moment to stand. If you're wearing a hat, please take it off. Please place your right hand over your heart and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, under God, with liberty and justice for all. I think I got 2 lines mixed up there, but that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started on today's learning. I hope you have a wonderful day of online learning. Thank you.